This Ford Focus is a one-of-a-kind on New Zealand roads, an electric model, brought into the country as an evaluation unit by Ford New Zealand, and now on the road with its valued fleet customer, electrical equipment supplier Corys. The Focus features a 33.5 kilowatt-hour battery, giving it a potential range of around 200 kilometers. The electric motor produces 107 kilowatts, and the car can be DC fast charged or topped up through the onboard AC charger. Corey Sustainability Advisor Marcel Raquet says while it is being evaluated, the car will be part of educating and assisting customers in the rollout of charging infrastructure. Corey supplies electricians with components used in both home and commercial installations.
Corys is supplying everything you need for the charging electric vehicles, all the infrastructure materials. So whether you need cable protection, safety devices, RCD breakers, whether you need chargers, whether fixed or mobile chargers.
He explains work needs to be done keeping the electrical trade up to speed with the advancing requirements for electric vehicle charging.
Absolutely, a lot of education is required, particularly in our customer base, the trades. In the trades, electricians have been left out for the most part of the EV conversation that's been happening in New Zealand. The automotive industry has been very proactive, councils have been very involved, WorkSafe and a variety of people, but electricians have been left outside of this conversation. We're spending more time educating our customers and hence helping our customers educate their customers who eventually drive EVs. We are getting every day more requests for installations, and they are supposed to be the source of knowledge for their customers. And most of the time, because the legislation is evolving rapidly, the technologies are changing rapidly, they don't necessarily have all the answers, and they are certainly counting on us to help them in that journey.
Business Development Manager Arishi Wali gets to drive the Focus Electric, and it's already gaining attention.
So I've only had the car for a day and I've got so many people asking me questions. Already I'm taking a few people out for a spin already this week. Everyone's quite curious to know about the charging and how it works and how quick it takes to charge the full car and how it drives. So yeah, it's been driven by a lot of people already. There's hype around about my car.
Ford New Zealand Communications Manager Tom Clancy explains infrastructure needs locally is one of the things it hopes to learn from the trial.
Well, Ford globally has a number of different projects in the EV space going on. In Europe, for example, they're part of the Ionity group, which is setting up fast charging stations throughout Europe, and that's addressing the infrastructure side of things. So on a smaller scale, but no less important, we're hoping to learn some of the infrastructure needs here in New Zealand through this evaluation.
At this stage, there will be only one Focus Electric hatchback in New Zealand, with other evaluation units not expected.
Look, we'd love to, but this is a pretty unique evaluation. It's probably at this point just with Corys. It's part of their core business, so it's probably just the one.
It will also likely be some time before electric Fords go on sale here.
I think there are a number of things that need to happen first. A number of things that need to be addressed in the market. One is range anxiety, the overall cost of EVs, as well as the infrastructure. So we're still a ways away from that for us to be here.